lot of people just enjoyed that last one. She said the chat was very live.
Good.
And people were enjoying it, so.
Awesome. Spread the word out.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Paramount Fine Food Center from Brampton, Ontario. The Brampton Steelheads taking on the Sarnia Sting for the second time this year. Sarnia taking the first meeting back in Sarnia, 3-2 in overtime. Sting currently riding a 3-game winning streak coming into tonight. The Steelheads riding a 2-game losing streak as an early stop made by Ozapenko. Sting trying to get ahead. They are 4 wins away from making the playoffs with just 8 games left in the season after tonight. So they have to win 50% of their remaining games if they fail today. If they win today, they only need to win 40% of those games. As here's back, sending it back, it's Wilkes. Picked up now by the Steelheads. He'll feed that up on the wing for Sharp. And here comes Sharp. Sting 7-3-1 on the season. The Steelheads are 6-2-3. As it's sent up ice and it finds Carson Hall. He's behind the D and alone. He'll shoot, save. It bounced right back to Leanders. And he sits on it and holds on for a face-off. Good early look for the Sarnia Sting. The Steelhead netminder better so far. Face-off right side of the net here. Sting don't win this one back. Picked up by Fibiger. In the corner he challenges, and now he'll look up the right wing and send it up on the left for Sherratt. Sherratt in over the Sarnia line. Going to the net. Here Sherratt shooting it. Stopped by Ozapenko. Bouncer in the paint. The Sting trying to just get it out. They do. Van Volson chips it to center ice. Sharp. Here comes Sherratt. Breakaway! And he couldn't get the shot on goal. In the corner it goes. There might have been holding on the play that didn't get called. Sharp. Here's Fibiger. Moves in and fires. That deflects. Walked on the way of the net. Now Jack Van Volson gave that away to Sharp. Back in comes Sharp. Down the left side. Fires it right on. Ozapenko made a good save for Sarnia. Hurt. Couldn't get it out. McDonald a backhand. Big stop made by Kale Ozapenko. In the splits, that puck was going in. And he got the glove up and robbed the Steelheads as it stays 0-0 here in the first. Huge save for Kale Ozapenko. He's been splendid all year here for the Sarnia Sting, showing what he's made of and keeps it scoreless halfway through one. Face-off taken, one back. Steelheads Harding. He has Leskover. Now Eglinton to the net. He's stopped by Ozapenko. Got the shot high, but couldn't beat Ozapenko. Jaworski sends it back in. Sting chase it around. Picked up now by Manza to the net. Shooting it. Kicked out. Now a penalty going to Sarnia right after the save made. A tripping on the play, and going off will be Sever Jaworski as the face-off will come back to the Sarnia zone. Steelheads to their first power play of the night in a scoreless game here from Brampton. Draw one back, it's Boudreau. Here's Martone right on, kicked out by the right leg of Ozapenko. Martone again! He's stopped again by Ozapenko. Richmond back to the point, Martone, that's blocked, and a penalty going to the Sting again. This one's going to be interference to Olivier Romain, and it'll be a 5-on-3 for the Brampton Steelheads here for a good while. So a minute 36 of 5-on-3 time for Brampton. Here's the draw, one back by the Steelheads. Sidlicki, one-timer, shut down by Ozapenko. In behind the net it went. Good pass in front, and Ozapenko to stop. Another, and that's kicked out as well. Kopecky in the corner, kicking it up. The right boards for Jordan Bax. He'll send it up through the middle for Hurt. Turned it over. Misa's in, and what a stop again. Ozapenko got the right toe on it. Kept in by Locus. Here's Zidlicki moving in. Now Locus, another shot. Knocked out by Kale. Here's Misa. Zidlicki firing that off the mark and wide. 5-on-3 for 25 seconds. Another save made. It's blockered across. Now Misa fed it in front. Taken back by the Sarnia Sting, and Bax will clear down ice. That will do it for one of the power plays. Still on the power play for 20 more seconds as the Steelheads grab it behind their net. Zidlicki up on the right wing, down through the middle. Locus right side and in. He'll go to the net and fire it. It got a chunk of the post on the way. And now Kopecky as the Sting kill off the penalty. 5 to go in a scoreless first period from Brampton. Sent around, picked up by Bax. He'll send it to the point. That's past everyone and back down. And now Reese will step back in and he'll fire it into the Brampton zone. Hall to it, sending it to the point. It's Young. Looks for the lane, it's Reese. Winding it to the net, stop, rebound. Leanders will cover on it before there was a rebound. And scoreless with 3:02 remaining here in the first period in Brampton. Face-off to the left side of the Steelhead net. The face-off's 5-0 Steelheads here. But the Sting take this one. Here's Reese. Sending it to Romaine. Lets it fly right to the chest of Leanders. They'll try it one more time. So right side of the Brampton goal now. Howery to take the draw for the Sting. And the face-off coming here. Taken back by the Steelheads. Controlled by Leskover. In the corner. He'll send it ahead to Locust. Here's Locust down the left side and over the Sarnia line. Going right to the net. He backhands that off the blocker of Ozapenko. Jaworski. Here's Howery. Right side and tried to send it in but failed to do so. Still trying to hold on to it. The Steelheads take that away. Locust to Misa. He's in alone. Martone. That's blocked. And it slides behind the goal. Back up front. One last shot. Off a Sting. Another chance. And that one would have been a tap-in, but time expires in the first. It's scoreless after one in Brampton tonight between the Steelheads and the Sting. Shots on goal in the game are 14-5 for Brampton after one, but no score. The hits are 3-2 for the Steelheads. Face-off 6-1 Steelheads. And 0-2 on the power play. The Sarnia Sting haven't had one yet. 0-0 after one. Welcome into period two here tonight. From Paramount Fine Food Center in Brampton, it's the Steelheads and the Sarnia Sting in their second meeting of the year. Sarnia taking the last game 3-2 in overtime against this team as a save made by Ozapenko to start the period. Shot number 15 on the night for Brampton. Here's Hall. Sending it in around, picked up now by Jordan Bax. Bax on the play, will look to the net, has the lane, and now takes, and it got through some traffic. And the save was made by Leanders. Sharp. Here comes Sharp, right side into the Sarnia zone. He'll bank it in, chase it down, but Young's to it first. Off the board, sent back ahead for Hurt. Right wing into the Brampton zone. Fed around the left side, a backhand to the net. The rebound came in front, but the Oreo couldn't clean it up. Young. Here's Hurt. And again, the Sting play it back into the Brampton end. Round the boards, that got by the Oreo. And it works out for Sharp because here come the Steelheads looking for a 2-on-1. In over the Sarnia line, they have numbers. Winding, centering, big save made by Ozapenko in the paint. Here's Sharp. Looking in, taken down. Power play coming to Brampton. 0-2 so far today. Here's Martone. He just fired that off the mark wide. Sting touch up. And they'll go to their third kill of the night. Just about halfway in this one. No score from Brampton. Sting 7-3-1 on the season. The Steelheads 6-3-2. As here's the draw to the right side. One back by Brampton, controlled by Richmond. That's blocked by Reese. He'll send that off the boards out to himself, and now all the way down the ice into the Brampton zone. Rung around the far boards, picked up by Eglinton, picked up by Richmond now. And now Witkowski ahead, down the left side with a lane to the net, taken back by Jacob Reese. He'll send that ahead to Challenger, but it's lost at the Sarnia line and offside by Eglinton. Just under 12 to go here, middle frame. No score from Brampton. The Steelheads have had the better looks, though. And all three power plays in the game so far as well. Drawn one back, picked up by a coin. Here's a coin. He'll send that back in. Chasing it around. It's picked up by the Steelheads, but now Challenger gets a look and tried to play it to the goal. It was sticked away by Leanders. Cameras up for Richmond. Taken down, and just like that, they're going to go to yet another as a coin is going to go off for tripping. 5-on-3 for a brief time for the second time of the game. The Steelheads will have a 5-on-3. For 33 seconds here. Face off left side, the Sting goal. Sting don't win it. Here's Martone. Centered it. Good block. Another shot got through, and it's stopped by Ozapenko. Back to the point, Martone. Boudreau shooting it. Save again. And it's cleared. Not out. Now it does get by. Van Volson's after Martone for it. And that'll kill off the first penalty. Sent ahead to Misa. Now back in with McDonald. 0-for-3 on the power play tonight. The Steelheads. This rolls on Ozapenko, and now a takedown. And the Sarnia Sting are going to have their first power play of the night. It'll be a 51-second power play if no one scores within the time left on the 4-on-4. Here's the draw to the right side of the Brampton goal. Sting win the face-off. They grab control. Just trying to kill the clock on this 4-on-4. Looking for a lane. Is hurt. Got it away. It was stopped. Sharp picks it up. Here's Martone. Just needs to get it out. He does. And down the ice. Sting on the power play now for the first time today. 40 seconds left in their first rush of the night. Here's Hurt. Inside. Looking for reinforcements. He found Howery. Howery moves in. Feeds it in front. No one was there. And Martone is there to clear. And that should do it for the first Sarnia power play of the night. It wasn't a full one, just 51 seconds to roll for one. Here's Van Bolsen, sending it back in the Brampton zone, more than halfway without a goal tonight from Brampton. Here's Misa. Sting coming off a 5-4 shootout win back in Barrie last game, a good comeback. And they had multiple chances for Barrie to win that game, but they could not. The Sarnia Sting came away in round 7 with a shootout goal. Millette stopping all 7 faced, including a penalty shot in overtime and 2 point-blank chances. And Sarnia got away with the extra point from Barrie. Sent in around, it's picked up, and now back down into the Sting zone. 4 to go here, middle period, no score. The Steelheads and the Sting in their second meeting of the year. Gone. He'll bring it up the right side and send it in deep. Chasing it around is Jaworski. He'll chase down Fibiger. Fibiger's taken down on the play, and the Steelheads going right back to the power play again, 0 for 4 today. Savard Jaworski will sit down. And the face-off coming here to the right side of the Sarnia net. One back by the Steelheads. There's a shot. Scores! Right off the face-off. And finally someone breaks through. It's Witkowski on the power play. 1-0 Brampton. So the Steelheads on the board first here tonight. A good shot left alone in the slot. Ozapenko gets most of it, but it trickles between the arm and pad. And it's 1-0 Brampton on their 20th shot of the game. So face-off back to center. The Sting trail for the first time tonight. And here's Leskover. He'll look ahead, feeding it for McDonald. In they come again, looking and firing. Good save. The rebound tried to bank it off his back. That wouldn't go. In behind, another chance. Boudreau. In tight, poke check by Ozapenko. Another shot. He made that stop. Last minute of play here in the second period. Gahan for Sarnia. He'll send into the Brampton zone. That ricochets wide of the net. Laid down by Leenders. And Leskover now. 3 seconds. That'll end the second here from Brampton tonight. It's the Steelheads 1, the Sarnia Sting 0 through 40 minutes. Shot to goal in the game, 23-8 for Brampton. They lead 1-0 after 2. The hits are 5 aside. Faceoffs 12-2 Steelheads, 1 for 5 on the power play. Sarnia 0 for 1. We head to the third, 1-0 Brampton. Welcome into period 3 tonight from Paramount Fine Foods Center. It's the Steelheads and the Sarnia Sting as the face-off won back by Fibiger. Controlled, he'll send that ahead. Lucas. Martone moving in, looking for a shot. He'll get one away, it's blocked. And Diorio and the Sting turn up ice. Diorio up for Jordan Bax, that's given away to Fibiger. And sent the other way come the Steelheads again. Fibiger. Here's the pass to Lucas, he's in, he's stopped by Ozapenko. Another good chance, point blank was stopped. It's cleared but not out. Misa, now it's poked out. Sting will chase after it. It's Carson Hall. Hall behind the D. Scores! Carson Hall ties it up for the Sarnia Sting early here in the third on a breakdown at the Brampton line. It's his third of the season, and the Sting have tied it 3:26 into the third tonight. Look at this forehand, backhand moving tight. No chance for Leenders to get across to the right post to make that save. And the first good chance of the game for the Sting finds the back of the net. Drawn one back, picked up by Fibiger. He gave that away, got it back, and he'll bring it inside the Sarnia zone. Feeding it out front, it's taken away by Diorio. Now Hall to it again. Just got the game tied, now looking to give them the lead. Hall to the net, tried to forehand that in. It wouldn't go. Has it again, side door. Hall shooting it, knocked out. Sharp. He'll send that for Martone, the former Sting, in over the Sarnia line. Martone trying to get a shot on goal. That doesn't work. Hurt. Up for Tyler Challenger. Here's Challenger, 2-on-1, shooting it, save. Slides to the paint. Van Volsen has it. Feeds it in front. A swing and miss by Challenger on a wide open net. Here's Martone the other way for Brampton. Martone in, shoots, deflects. Stop made by Ozapenko. Hurt. Back for Gahan. The Sting have changed momentum since scoring, and they came close to taking the lead. Now here's McDonald to the net. Stopped by Ozapenko. Got the blocker up. Sherratt, one-timer. Another save as he was down and out. Now the Sting do it again. It's Challenger. Halfway through the third, 1-1 game. Challenger steps by and shoots. He's stopped again by Leanders. Van Volsen. Romaine lets it fly. That's blocked. And now McDonald getting it out. Taken back by Van Volsen. He enters the zone. Van Volsen has Challenger. The shot was fought off by Leanders. Sting have it again. Reese to Romaine. Look, shoots, scores! Through all the traffic in front, it still found a way home. And it's Olivier Romaine's second with the Sarnia Sting this year to give them a 2-1 lead late. Nice shot. All the traffic in front. There's about 8 bodies in front of Leanders, and it still finds a way through everyone and in the back of the net and gives Sarnia the lead. First lead of the night with just 6:43 left to play. The Sarnia Sting continue their hot roll as they try to go towards a playoff spot. Just 4 wins away from making the playoffs as a save made by Ozapenko. He'll cover. And with a win here tonight, just 8 games remain on the year. They'll only need to win 3 of them to make the playoffs. Here's the face-off to the right side of the Sarnia goal. One back by the Steelheads. Leskover. Here's Harding. That deflects and it goes into the corner. Steelheads do it again. Leskover shooting it. Stopped by Ozapenko. 5 to go in the third. Pass in front. Harding centers. Stopped by Ozapenko. He covers up with 4:37 left to go from Brampton tonight. The Sting with a 2-goal third have a 2-1 lead. Here's the draw right side. One back by the Steelheads. Harding poked out by Manza. Matthew Manza didn't try to take off after that. May have been tired as here comes Leskover. Steps by Romaine. He stopped. Reese up for Jaworski. Here comes Savar Jaworski down the right side, winding for the shot. He'll get it. It's stopped. Picked up by Manza. Manza looking. He'll shoot it. That's blocked. And Leskover and the Steelheads just trying to get it out. Time running out for them as we're under 2 now. Harding gave it away. Manza will chase it down. Fresh legs now for him, but he gave that away to Locust. Last minute of play. Empty net Brampton. Martone sends it into the Sting zone. Chases it down. No one's there. And a chance. Scores! Left alone, the former Sting. Carter Martone. But the goalie pulled. Ties the game late. 2-2. So the Steelheads tie it up on a misplay by the Sting down low. No one to be seen. He walks to the front of the net and shoots it by the goaltender Ozapenko. We're tied late, 2-2. Draw 1, here's Reese. These 2 teams went to overtime last game. The final was 3-2 in that one. Here's Reese shooting it, deflecting to the net. That rolled, and Hall just about had a finish on it. Here's Sherratt. Stepping in, 12 seconds left. Sherratt to the net. Stop, rebound. He got the pad on it. It's not in. Somehow holds it on the line. Oh my. With just 5 seconds left, the Steelheads look skyward. As that puck was in the net, multiple chances for it to cross the line, and it would not. Here's Sharp, blocked, got it back, and shot wide. 2 seconds left. Here's Sharp, stopped by Ozapenko, and we're going to overtime tonight. Here from Brampton. What a save late by Cale Ozapenko as that puck is about to cross the line and win the game for the Steelheads. He keeps it out, and we go to overtime. Shot to goal after 3. 33-17 for Brampton. The hits are 8-7 for the Steelheads. Faceoffs 18-3. 1 for 5 on the power play. The Sting 0 for 1. We go to overtime, 2-2. Welcome into overtime tonight from Paramount Fine Foods Center in Brampton. It's the Steelheads and the Sarnia Sting as the faceoff won by Sharp. Pass ahead, it's Misa, 2-on-1 to win it. Misa stopped. Here's Diorio the other way. Young has Jordan Bax with him. Young looking for Bax. He found him. Bax stopped. And it goes in behind the net. Breakaway in overtime to win it. Misa, game on his stick. He's stopped by Ozapenko. Has it again. It's Sharp shooting it. Stopped by Ozapenko one more time. Pass finds Diorio. Here's Alessandro Diorio. What a play by Diorio. Gets by. He scores. What a goal. Alessandro Diorio. Inside, outside. He fakes from side to side. It goes 5-hole forehand, backhand against Leenders and ends it for the Sarnia Sting with a highlight reel finish. The Sting take down the Steelheads back-to-back games, 3-2 in overtime. What a goal for Diorio. That's got to be the goal of the year for the Sarnia Sting. Look at this, just right by the defenseman. Perfect fake. He's going to go backhand. Leenders, no chance against Alessandro Diorio. What a perfect finish, and the Sarnia Sting now just 3 wins away from making the playoffs with just 8 games remaining in the season now. Your final score tonight from Brampton, it's the Sarnia Sting 3, the Brampton Steelheads 2 in overtime. The Steelheads had multiple chances to win the game, including a breakaway in overtime. They had numbers, but they had a guy in all alone. No one was even close to him. He had the game on his stick and couldn't finish it. And then the Sting came back the other way and get it done with here tonight from Brampton. Thank you so much for watching. That's all today from us to you, and we hope to see you again sometime tomorrow.